Timeout is called.
There we go. That was your lovable.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. And the Cavaliers call time here. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What did you find out, DB?
The one player on his mind in this matchup, Kevin Love. And it's not for his scoring ability, but for the harm he can do to a team on the backboards. You saw what he can do to teams if he goes unchecked, Coach said. We don't want to let him get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Now here's LeBron to shoot. Love kicks to Irving. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Cleveland on defense. McDermott dishes to Gasol, and he stuffs it in on the jam.
And he set that dunk up brilliantly with the kickback pass.
Unselfish and fancy all at the same time.
McDermott with a steal. Rose passes to McDermott. And here's Rose to the paint. Here's Gasol. Thompson with the rebound. So it's the Cavaliers now. Irving kicks to LeBron. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. LeBron's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Outside Butler. Gibson the screen. Butler against LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Love with the bucket.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Chicago trailing here. Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, that actually excellent talent to make it special, and that combination is a winning one.
Love can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Gibson kicks to Rose. Passes to Gasol. To the middle. Here's Gibson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And you talk about the Bulls being able to beat anybody in the league. They did. They did that last season. One of only 3 teams to register 1 win against every other team in the league back in 2015.
Now here's LeBron. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Love outside. No good on the triple.
And, you know, getting back to that point about the Bulls beating every team in the league, only the Spurs and Warriors Bulls squad was.
Guys, They're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more.
And still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Mozgov, he's checked in for tiding. Outside Rose. Gibson the screen. Rose dishes to McDermott. Gasol, a screen on LeBron. Now here's McDermott, covered by LeBron.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Chicago. Noah comes in for Pau Gasol. And Mirotic subbed in for Taj Gibson. And Cleveland with a change here too. Dellavedova's checked in. And McDermott drops them both.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Dellavedova, the pass to Smith. To the middle, and stolen by Mirotic. Rose ball. Here's Noah. The layup off target. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Now here's James. Joakim Noah grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Noah with a screen for Rose. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Can't get the putback. The Cavaliers trail by 3. LeBron drops.
Whoa! That is fantastic ability while in the air. Can this guy get up there or what?
Greg, he does not need an invitation. If he's got a chance to throw it down, he'll always take it, huh?
Wow.
I was right.
I tell you what, the whole building quakes when he punches it down.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Outside Rose. LeBron with the block. Dellavedova kicks to Smith, and there's the slam.
When you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass. And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for McDermott. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. And Cleveland also making a change. Jefferson's checked in. Smith dishes to Love. Stolen by Noah. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Butler. Mozgov with the block. And here comes the break. Here's Love. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And it's a 5-point Cavalier lead. As Greg was talking about, Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
And it's Mozgov in the corner, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Cleveland, they have made their only other free throw attempt today, an earlier trip to the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And both free throws good for Fry.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Noah the screen. Here's Butler. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
He got it up. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammate.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and the team.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other, and that's a lot of fun to watch.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Brooks out there with Etuan Moore. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 slot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Irving. Mirotic has a wide-open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Irving attacking. Here's Fry. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Pass to Moore from outside the arc, and that one's good. Moore's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers, and theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
There's the feed to Gibson. And that is good. Gibson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Bulls.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Brooks. Cleveland also making some changes. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And it's LeBron in for Jefferson. Thompson misses. The Bulls leading by 4. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Irving kicks to Love. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. And yes, sir, that one drops. And watching Kevin Love, he can do everything on the offensive end, Clark. He's been that way really his entire career, going back to high school.
Yeah, his game is low to the ground, too. No explosive moves or dunks. He takes you on and beats you with skill. Good footwork, smooth shot, sharp passer, and an excellent IQ.
Thompson outside. Outside Irving. Thompson passes to Irving. Fires the 3. And it's Love missing.
And talking about Love, last season was a tricky one for him. So much of his post offense was taken away by the Cavs scheme, so he just made up for it by averaging the second most threes of his career.
The Cavaliers trail by 6 to the right side. Dellavedova dishes to Love. On its way from Irving for 2. That's in there. Love with the assist. Irving's got his second bucket of the night. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
You know, for Kevin Love, last season was the first time as a pro that he's been asked to defer on offense. Not just to LeBron, but to Kyrie as well. You can bet he and Chris Bosh now have a lot to talk about. Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Dellavedova kicks to Love. Gasol with the steal. Here's more. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carry and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. Gibson with the screen on Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Butler from outside. The Cavaliers pull it in. LeBron kicks to Love, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Solid on the one-hand throw.
I've never seen him miss a play like that. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive point.
Smith with a wide open
mismatch. He immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean from that range. He's got to take it.
Rose passes to McDermott.